how Best and Cameron finished that race. Yeah, well, they smacked the wall at the Exeter Griffins. That was surprising. They were relatively competitive to begin with. They just because they qualified down the back, and they actually had a pretty good race car. And obviously the Snowy Rivers car was sticky taped back together, and they just drove it like that until some other issue happened. But yeah, Zach Best was very impressive in that car. So where are we? Calder Park Race 1. Where is Bargs? 17th to 13th. Such a what could have been driver. Todd Hazelwood or Zach Best? Zach Best could have been champion. Plenty of drivers come and go on that didn't deserve it over him. Come and go on that didn't deserve it. As in, other drivers have had a chance, but not Zach Best. People like the main game keeps on saying, "Oh, we don't really know if we want Zach Best." BRT's like, we'll give him a chance. And he's come in, he's done a great job. Yeah, I think Zach Best is actually pretty solid. He's had a few Bathursts where things just haven't worked out for various reasons. In 2022, he was in the wrong spot at the wrong time, went in the fence on lap 1, and that would have ruined their race. Was it 21? 21. Who did he drive with in 21? Jack LeBrock. He drove with Jack LeBrock in 21. I think they were kind of solid, but Jack LeBrock was really struggling with that car all year long. In 2020, did he drive in 2020? At Tickford? Because it's Courtney and Feeney in one car, Waters and Davison in the other car. Holdsworth and Caruso in the other car. Yeah, LeBrock and Zach Best in 2021. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Because in 21, Randall was with Courtney. And Moffat was with Waters. Didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm just going off memory. Was that because I know Zach Best was in the frame? They were talking about putting him in 2020, and I'm trying to remember if he did it at all. Because I know Moff was with LeBrock, Feeney was with Courtney, Davison was with Waters, and Holdsworth with Caruso. So Zach Best didn't do Bathurst in 2020. Did he do? Who was in the? I think it was Ojeda and Everingham in the Gary Rogers wildcard. So yeah, Zach Best did. His first Bathurst must have been 21, and he did a respectable job. He didn't impress. He didn't disappoint. You know, you put him in your car if you wanted it to come back in the same spot that you put it in before. 22 disappointment. 23 with Randall. Hang on, no. 23? No, 23. Hang on. Jacobson was Randall in 23. Where was Zach Best? Everingham was with Fraser. I reckon Zach Best didn't do 23. Hang on, did he? God damn, who did he? It was Randall and Jacobson. Courtney and Best. It was Courtney and Best in 23, and they got a top 10 at Bathurst. So, And there we go. 24 he didn't do. 25 he's back. BRT impressive. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Zach Best deserves a chance. He's just not bringing enough cash to get a seat. I think. I think it's just genuinely he's not bringing in enough money. Because sometimes you could see in Super 2 the budget was running a bit dry. It just said best on the side of the car. It didn't say like best leisure homes or whatever the hell the company was. He's not good enough for the top tier teams. Yeah, well, now he's started to go at BRT. I wouldn't be surprised if a team a bit better than BRT might sign him for the Enduros next year. He's not good enough for the top tier teams full time. Yeah, so obviously he's got to bring a bag of cash to BRT or MSR because Premier are pretty set on they want to sign who they want to sign. They don't really care if you bring a lot of money because Peter Chibris has got money. And the same thing at Erebus Motorsport. They're going to sign you based on talent. They're not going to sign you based on how much money you bring, which is great. Like having people getting seats in teams based on merit is great, and that's why you love Erebus because they got Cooper Murray and they're going to put Job Stewart in next to him. Job Stewart's we're going to see if he's worth the chance, and he's been impressive. Premier Peter Chibris likes to give people chances. That's why he's signing Ojeda and Fraser because he thinks that Fraser deserves a second chance and Ojeda deserves a first chance because he's done a great job as a co-driver over the years and he's keen to be a full-time driver. So, yeah. Zach Best, he just needs to keep getting signed for the Enduros. And then he'll be in the conversation because he was in the conversation to get a seat at Tickford, and then Declan Fraser came in. Yeah, it can be a bit difficult.